Alright. This is gonna be my first video, actually my second video, but I deleted the old one because it was on the wrong account and I didn't want to download it and re-upload it, and it wasn't really important anyway. So this is gonna be the official first video, I suppose. I don't know, man. As I said yesterday, I don't really know what I expect from this channel. I'll just upload my process of me learning about AI. Specifically, I'm building ChatGPT bots right now. That might change in the future, but right now I'm just building bots inside of ChatGPT. And regarding what are they supposed to do? Well, they're supposed to help us with copywriting because I'm in a copywriting community and I'm building bots for our community to help us automate some processes, like, for example, just the writing part itself, writing copy, writing emails, sales pages, anything that you can write in copywriting I want to automate. So I've already created a bot for that. Well, not yesterday, but only a few days ago. I created one bot that I'm the first one that I'm actually really happy with. And I was like, okay, well, that's the first big thing that I actually, the other ones were decent, the other bots that I created, but I learned a lot in that 3-week period when I started doing this. And yes, well, I was like, okay, that bot is finished, but now I want to go back to the drawing board, learn a little bit more so that I can come back and create, well, when I come back, that I have more skills to work with when I create these bots. And it's only been like 2 days, and yesterday wasn't the most productive day, but yeah, I had some great ideas again. My mind has some good ideas, my mind has good ideas in general, dude. It just comes up with solutions to problems on its own. My mind just tends to ask the right questions to lead me to a really good solution. So that's what it is. And I had some ideas of what I actually want to do. So what I've learned about the past few days is context engineering, which is like the expanded or better version, or, well, more elaborate version of prompt engineering. It's like the next step, basically. And you don't need it for everything, but for what I want to do, it's absolutely vital. You need it. Yeah, you need it. All right, you definitely need it. And I learned more about that yesterday, 2 days ago, and today. And I have some ideas of what I actually want to do next for our copywriting community. First of all, I want to develop an actual process, an actual workflow, because I think I can turn this into a template, basically my workflow process when creating these bots. I think it's a pretty good general, well, this is not the workflow process, but this is the how the bot itself gets built. It should function as step-by-step process, and the step-by-step process can be pretty similar across all bots. The first one is always provide context. The second one is pick the framework that you want to pick. For example, with copywriting, like ADA or DIC, or all these templates. What's it called? P4P or something like that. There are so many abbreviations for different templates. We can add that as well. But yeah, it should be a step-by-step process. There should be some general rules that always apply, like the M dash rule. M dash is like this. Well, it just looks like this, just like this but longer. That's what AI writes, and that's how you can identify very easily that AI wrote it, because AI always writes that shit. So we can incorporate a rule that says no M dashes, and then it doesn't give you this long dash, and then it doesn't make it obvious that you used AI. So that's a general rule. One step at a time rule. So as I said, we have one step at a time here. And yeah, you shouldn't be able to skip ahead to another step, or rather, you have to finish one step before you can move on to the next step. And ChatGPT certainly shouldn't write out multiple steps at once. That just makes everything very confusing. So yes, that is a general rule. Then the prompt format, the craft framework. Yeah, that's just the framework: context, role, action, format, target, the goal we're trying to achieve. Then we have my prompts in here that I can just copy paste, have them in here. So quality check, that is very important. And yeah, so I'm just trying to create a process for myself where I can just build these things really fast, So I'm saving my prompts that I always use and reuse all the time. I'm trying to build an actual game plan together of how I should approach every bot from start to finish, how the workflow process basically works. So I'm trying to do that right now. And the next thing I'm gonna do for our copywriting community is Well, this is a general, okay. Yeah, I want to overhaul the market research bot, so I created a bot for market research. That was actually the first bot that I was pretty happy with when it came out. I was actually really happy with it. Now looking back on it, I have no idea how that thing even works as well as it does, because the way I constructed it, it shouldn't work. Well, not it shouldn't work, but I'm surprised that it does work. Let's say it like that. You know, I don't know. I don't know. I just would do a lot of things differently if I had to recreate it. So, and I probably will start over and recreate. I will actually start over and recreate another market research bot completely from scratch. And then I have an idea of what I'm actually gonna do. I'm gonna combine the market research bot with the copywriter bot. So basically, what is very important to write really good copy is to have a lot of context. The more context, well, important context. You don't want to confuse AI, but you have to first identify what should this bot actually market research basically. And I have a couple of questions now. Well, basically I have a template now of which questions to ask. Where is it, man? I don't even, that's not it. Oh yeah, this right here. It's the brand voice profile. Yeah. So those are the 6 profiles that we should have, 6 structures: ICP, brand, voice profile, product, service details. And then I will just have to add all of these questions. I just want to create these 6 files. And I want the market research bot basically to do that for us. So I want him to define the ICP, do the research in that regard, the brand, voice profile. I basically want the market research bot to figure all of that out on his own. You just give him a little bit of input and he just figures out the rest, you know? That is what I want to do. For example, I should just be able to give that market research bot an Instagram account address, and then he should be able to figure out who that is, what he's offering, and from that he should be able to figure out all the other stuff here. So that is the idea, and obviously it's just an idea, so I'm sure it will be more refined as I start actually working on it. So that is the idea for the market research bot, and then I want that market research bot to be perfectly synced with the copywriter bot. So we use the market research to write really good copy, but then I want to add, so the copywriter bot right now asks you a bunch of questions, like similar to these at the start, but not that many. He asks you like 10 or 12 questions, which is already quite a bit, but I want to go for a lot more detail in the input that we can give that bot. So what I want to do is I want to take basically the output from the market research bot, be able to upload it to the copywriter bot, and then have this copywriter bot use that information to write really good copy. So I'm gonna have to implement something. Basically, I'm gonna have to have this bot understand, have this bot have the same template. So I'm gonna turn this into an actual template for the market research bot that he has to fill out, and then I'm gonna put the same template inside of the copywriter bot, so that he knows that when you upload this, this format from the market research bot, the copywriter bot already is aware of that format, of that exact format. So I'm gonna give him that exact format that he can easily just, that's just synced. I don't know if that makes sense, but yes, that's the plan. Another thing that I want to do with maybe the market research bot or a separate outreach bot is we have an outreach system in Copy Elite called DM Lightning. It's just an Instagram outreach system, and I want to make it a little more person specific. So it's a fast copy and paste type of outreach method as far as I know. I haven't even looked at it yet. I haven't done any outreach yet. I need to look at it a little bit closer, But the thing is, KJ is gonna overhaul that whole thing. He already has, and he's gonna release the new version of DM Lightning, I think today actually. So once that is out, I will actually study it, and then I will figure out a way how to make that outreach system a little bit better by making it more personalized. So what that means is that I want not just to have you copy paste the generic message to whoever it is. I want you to be able to collect 20 different Instagram accounts, and then you should be able to put those addresses into the bot, and then the bot will write you a personalized message that follows DM Lightning for each and every one of these accounts, but just doing a quick background check on them and pointing out one specific thing. Oh, I really like what you did there. Just something that shows that you actually watch their content, that you're no stranger to their content, even though you are. But that's the point, man. They just sound like you really know what you're talking about. You've been watching them for some time. You've researched them extensively, while the bot has done all of it for you in actuality. You know, that is the idea of that. And another thing that came to my mind yesterday, because my mind just, whenever I get an idea, my mind goes into so many. My mind is really good at asking the right questions, as I said. And I was like, one thing that came to mind was like, okay, let's say I compliment this guy. I have the bot figure out, well, just research this guy for me. And then he writes a personalized message. Let's say, oh, I really liked what you did like 5 days ago. You know, I really liked what you did there. And you put that in the message because the bot said so. But then the client says, thank you, what did you like most about it? Or he asks you more about it and you actually have no idea because you didn't actually look at it. The bot just wrote it in there, you know? So I was like, okay, I have to have the bot not only write the message, but I also have to explain what he's referencing to us as well. So to us copywriters, students, whatever. Then we actually know the background of the message and we can actually, like, when the client actually talks about that thing that we complimented him on, we have more context, that we actually understand what the bot wrote. You know, that's kind of the idea. Probably not the best explanation either, but yeah. So I always have a couple of ideas of what I want to do, and the first thing I actually want to do is to put the DM Lightning bot together. But I need to wait for KJ to release his new DM Lightning system, and then I can actually go into it and study it. Until then, I mean, it's only like, it's pretty early still. It's like, what is it? Yeah, it's 8:45, you know? So yeah, I gotta wait a little bit. There's some time zones here. So for KJ, it's gonna be like 2 in the morning or 3 in the morning at this point. So gonna have to wait a couple of hours till he comes back and releases his module. So yeah, I'll just wait. And in the meantime, I will just, there are actually a few more things I want to study and learn. First of all, I gotta put this template here together. That's what I want to do. What I could do is start with the market research bot and implement a few things that I want to do. So one thing that I've learned is also that planning, game planning is extremely important for creating these bots. Like initially, like the first step that I always do is I take all the information that I have so far, I give it to ChatGPT, I explain to ChatGPT what I actually want to do, what the ultimate goal is, what each of these, what this whole information is for that I gave him, and then I give him, yeah, again, the idea of or the end goal of what I want to achieve here, create a bot, and then I then I go back and forth with ChatGPT. Then I just brainstorm with ChatGPT, how would we structure this? How many files would we need? Like reference files would we need to upload, for context engineering and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll make videos about this eventually, like actually showing the process, because I know right now this is not really helpful, not that helpful. This is just for me brainstorming and, just brainstorming. This is just me talking about what I'm thinking, not really what I'm doing too much. So I know that this is more like just thinking, not really specifics. So I will make some videos about specifics eventually when I get my process down, because right now I've already done a couple of live recordings where I put some bots together, and every time, like, I would be like, okay, I like that, and then 2 days later I would do things completely differently because my process had already changed, because I learned something new. So now I don't want to record another video and then 2 days later be like, that video is just outdated, man. It's just, I'm doing things different now. I found a better way to do things. So I'll actually practice some more, put more things together, put more bots together, refine my process more and more, and then I'll actually have a step-by-step process eventually. Because right now I have like the first 2 steps are always the same for me, but after that it's a lot of freestyling, just figuring things out as I go, and that works well for me. But it would work faster for me if I had a template, and it would also be a lot easier to explain that to other people, to tell them how to do things. So that's ultimately what I'm gonna do. All right, that's that. Let's get back to it, man. And yeah, I don't know how often I'm gonna record these. Whenever I feel like it. Basically, it's not gonna be like a daily thing. Maybe it will be, but probably not. Whenever I have something to talk about, I will talk about it. All right, bye bye.